So the German forces have they have 9 divisions, I believe, in this area. So Army Group North, which was actually originally called the Second Army until September 2nd, was commanded by Fedor von Bock, and this consisted of Fourth Army and Third Army. Third Army is what I talked about yesterday, or last episode. But Fourth Army is the one in Western Pomerania that's doing the main portion of the attack. Now, there's also one army corps in the Third Army that is attacking in the western direction to cut off the Polish corridor from the other side. So if you have the Polish corridor as in this area, represented by my hand, and in the west you have the German Fourth Army. You have one army corps in the Third Army that is attacking in this area, and it wouldn't get too far because they're also stopped by a river, but they'd also be important in this area because it would keep the 4th and 16th Infantry Divisions in check all the time. They'd be busy. So, alright, from north to south, the 4th Army consisted of the 19th Army Corps, which is also sometimes called the 19th Motorized Corps. It's commanded by the famous Heinz Guderian. Heinz Guderian is the commander of this Army Corps, and it consists of 3 divisions: the 20th Motorized Division, 2nd Motorized Division, and 3rd Panzer Division. And by the way, it's actually technically called the 2nd Infantry Division, 20th Infantry Division, but like 2nd Infantry Division parentheses motorized, and same thing with 20th. I just felt it's easier to just call it 2nd Motorized Division, 20th Motorized Division, because that's what they are. They are motorized infantry divisions which are different than light infantry divisions, so like the 3rd Infantry Division or 21st Infantry Division. They're different types of units. Motorized divisions are much more mobile, and they're not something that the Polish army really has. So this most definitely the spearhead corps, Heinz Guderian. You got the only Panzer Division in the 4th Army, 3rd Panzer Division, plus the only 2 motorized divisions. You get 20th Motorized, 2nd Motorized, and they're going directly across the corridor to attempt to cut it off. And next on the list from north through south, it's the 2nd Army Corps. So the 2nd Army Corps is commanded by Adolf Strauss, and Adolf Strauss's 2nd Corps has the 3rd Infantry Division and the 32nd Infantry Division. And both of them are just standard infantry divisions, and they're positioned a bit further to the south, and they're also going to be attacking in Tuchola Forest area, but also a bit north of Big Gosht is where they're going to be. And the 3rd Army Corps, it's the smallest out of them all, at least in this part. As a 50th Infantry Division, and then to its south, the Nets Brigade. The Nets Brigade is it's a weak infantry brigade, stronger than a regiment, but it's a brigade, and it's actually originally a police force, but has been transitioned into becoming a sort of light infantry force. So that's what the Nets Brigade is, and why it's unnumbered. A lot of brigades aren't numbered, unlike regiments and divisions. So, and by the way, it's commanded by Kurt Haas. That's the commander of the 3rd Army Corps. And the 4th Army also has some reserves. So Leonard Kaupich's Border Guard Commando 1 is It's a border guard command, but that's the only one that I'll actually like talk about a little bit because it has an infantry division in it, the 207th Infantry Division. There's also Border Guard Command 2 and Border Guard Command 12, which aren't as important because they don't have any infantry divisions in it. They're just guarding border to make sure the Polish regiments can't make any counter attacks into German territory, because that's not what the Germans want. They're each sizes of like a few thousand, made up of multiple battalions. So all in all, the Fourth Army is pretty large force. They have many divisions, and also in reserve there's also the 218th Infantry Division and the 23rd Infantry Division in Fourth Army reserves that isn't directly used in any of the frontline combat strength, especially because 218th is one of the newer divisions with less troops and less quality troops. So a lot of these if you see 200 something in the number of a German infantry division at this point in 1939 and even 1940, they're probably weaker divisions, and they're probably divisions that have less strength in numbers and equipment and experience, and that's why a lot of these will be are positioned in the French front along the Maginot Line and on the Belgian border at this time in the September campaign, because they need some forces, but Germany can't spare a lot of super good divisions, which is why there won't be any panzer divisions in the French border. So anyway, the Fourth Army, good fighting force. Third Army, I forgot. So 21st Corps, that's commanded by Nicholas von Falkenhorst, and by the way, this is the guy who's going to be in Norway in April 1940. The 21st Corps is the most western part of the Third Army's jurisdiction, and it's attacking the city of Grudziądz, where the 4th and 16th Polish divisions are. But the 21st and 228th Infantry divisions of the Germans are the ones that are attacking this Falkenhorst's dictator. So not a particularly strong army corps, but it definitely matters because it's taking the pressure on the other side of the corridor, while the biggest advances come from the west, heading east to cut off the Polish corridor and the troops inside it. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all for the organization of the Polish Pomoze Army and the German 4th and bit of 3rd Armies. So I guess I can talk about what actually happens